Today, the name of the book that I'm going to read is called Della Splatnuk, Birthday Girl, and it's written by Jack Canfield and Mark Victor Hansen and illustrated by Pat Grant Porter. I liked parties, but this time I didn't want to go. It's Della Splatnuk, I said. She's weird. And Nikki and Liz aren't going either. She invited the whole class, all 28 of us. Mom read the messy invitation again quietly. Della had made all 28 invitations herself with construction paper and crayons. What makes her weird? Mom asked. Everyone just knows she is, I explained. She has funny hair and she hardly ever talks. Her mother is a fashion designer and she tries out her new styles on Della. Really weird styles. She's just not like the rest of us. Mom looked sad. Then she said it. I don't know about anyone else, Carrie, but you're going. I'll pick up a present tomorrow. She gave me a quick hug and went back to her laundry. I couldn't believe it. She didn't make me go to my cousin's party when I was afraid I wouldn't know anyone and all the kids would be older than me. It wasn't fair. Saturday afternoon, Mom made me wrap the gift she'd bought for me to give Della, an origami kit with special shiny papers. I had gotten the same kit at my birthday party. It was my favorite present. Then Mom made me put on my newest outfit and she drove me across town to Della's. Mom wanted to meet Della's family, so she and I went to the door together. The woman who opened the door was no ordinary mother. Oh, you're the first of Della's friends to arrive, she said. Della will be so happy you're here. As we walked in, I looked at Mom as if to say, I told you so, but Mom was acting like nothing unusual was happening. The house was even stranger than Della's mother. At least the table showed signs of a normal birthday party. In the center was a huge cake with 8 purple candles and some lumpy rosebuds. Happy Birthday Della was written in crooked letters across the top. 28 little paper cups filled with candy were spaced evenly around the cake. Each one had a name written on it. This won't be too bad, I thought, once everyone gets here. Our 2 mothers disappeared into the kitchen and I was left face to face with Della Splatnuk, the weirdest girl in my school. So who else is coming? I asked. I don't know, was all Della said. I sat near the door so I could blend in with the kids in our class as soon as they started showing up. We heard our mothers laughing in the kitchen, and we heard the clock on the wall tick, tick, ticking. We looked at everything in the room except each other. After sitting like that for almost 5 minutes, the terrible thought hit me. No one else was coming. I just knew it. How could Mom have made me do this? I was the only one in our whole class who came. I was feeling sorry for myself when I heard a sniffle. I looked across the room to see Della trying hard not to cry, but crying just the same. Did she really think everyone would come? Didn't she know what the kids said about her? Maybe she didn't know. Maybe she hoped her birthday party would be just like anyone else's. Maybe, just maybe, it should have been. The more I thought about the way my class treated Della, the more I wondered why it had to be that way. Sure, she was quiet and she dressed funny, but what was she really like? Did anyone in my class know? Maybe I could find out. Della, I asked, what's your favorite color? Della looked up, startled by my question. Purple, she said. That's mine too, I told her. Do you like French fries? They're my favorite, she said, wiping the tears from her face. Me too, I said. Do you have any pets? No, she said, but I've always wanted a horse. I'd always wanted a horse too. Her voice trembling, Della softly said, the other kids aren't coming, are they, Carrie? She choked back a sob, and I couldn't stand it anymore. I forgot all about feeling sorry for myself, and I started feeling really mad instead. Mad at Nikki and Liz and everyone else in my class who never gave Della a chance. Before I had time to think about it, I jumped up and yelled out, "Who needs them?" I took Della's hands in mine and swung her around the room saying, "What could be better, Della? A huge chocolate cake just for us. 28 candy cups just for us. Gallons of punch to drink, balloons to toss, and party games to play, all just for us." Della looked surprised, then excited, and I was suddenly feeling great. Della's mother lit the candles on the big cake, and I yelled the happy birthday song so loud Della had to laugh and cover her ears. She scrunched her eyes closed and made a wish, and I helped her blow out the tiny flames. The cake was yellow inside with chocolate icing, just like what I would have picked, and we each got 3 roses. Next, we made party hats with construction paper and glitter glue. Then Della's mom danced, played crazy music, and taught us some really cool dances. Somehow, Della didn't seem weird anymore. She may not have been exactly like everyone else, but she was so much fun to be with. When our moms went back into the kitchen to clean up, Della and I talked, and I told her some secrets I had never even told Nikki and Liz. Then I remembered her present. "Happy birthday," I said, "to my new true friend." Della looked really surprised that I said that. She dropped the balloon she was bouncing and gave me a big hug. I don't think she even cared what was in the box. She carefully pulled the paper away. "Origami," she yelled. "I've always wanted to learn this. You barely even knew me, and you picked out the perfect present for me." I felt bad then. I remembered how I hadn't come to the party and how Mom had gone for the present by herself. All I said was, "Well, I know you now." Mom came out and said it was time for us to go. "Can Della come over after school on Monday?" I asked her. Mom smiled. "I think that's a great idea," she said. Della came outside with me to say goodbye. "Thanks," she whispered, "for everything." "Don't forget your origami papers on Monday," I reminded her. Della stood on her front lawn and waved until we turned the corner and I couldn't see her anymore. Mom squeezed my knee, and I saw she had tears in her eyes. "This could have been a sad, sad birthday for Della," she said, "but because of you, it was a wonderful one. I'm so proud of you." I knew then why Mom had made me go to the party. Everyone deserves a chance. Della deserved the chance to share her birthday with someone, and I deserved the chance to find a new friend like Della. The end. Now, I really like this story because it reminds me of 2 verses. One, the one we talked about last week or the week before, which is also known as the Golden Rule: do unto others as you would have others do unto you. In other words, treat other people the way you want to be treated. And you want people to come to your parties. And The other one is, man looks at the outward appearance, but God looks at the heart. God doesn't care what we look like on the outside. He only cares about our heart and how we feel and how we treat others. And of course, he wants us to be kind. And so I think that's the message of this book. We need to be kind. We need to get to know people because we can't tell what they're like just by looking at them. And so Carrie found a new friend when she got to know Della. Now, birthday parties are a little bit different these days with the coronavirus going around. There are all kinds of cool things that are happening with people doing drive-by birthdays and bringing people things from their car, and people doing birthdays on the internet, FaceTiming. The little girl across the street had a birthday, and her parents went out and drew all kinds of balloons and stuff with chalk in the street. There are different things you can do to still let people know you care about them and wish them a happy birthday. And in fact, a week from today is Mother's Day. So there are things you can think of that you could do for these, maybe your grandmas who you're not able to see and you still want to wish them a happy Mother's Day. Well, my son's birthday is coming up, and so I'm going to show you what we're doing for him for his birthday. I have right now part of his present in this box, and he's been saying, when am I going to get my hugs? I don't know if you remember, but in the first story I told how to make very special hugs using toilet paper, and you just make them the size of your hug, and then you put your hand at the end. And so we have here one of the hugs he's going to be getting from his family. Now, we're sending a group hug. So everybody in the family, his sister, his brother-in-law, his nieces, are going to be sending him hugs. And even, you might see who else is sending him a hug. And we decided to make it not just a birthday present and birthday hugs, but turn it into a game. So these are mystery hugs. He's going to have to figure out whose hug is whose. And then we've kept track. There's a secret code on each hug, and so we'll see if he can figure out whose hug belongs to who. And not only that, we decided to make the game a little bit harder. We each have cut out our feet. So not only is he going to have to figure out whose hug it is, he also is going to have to figure out just whose feet go with which hug. We'll see how he does. And then maybe there'll be a prize involved. But anyway, I just wanted to give you some creative ideas of things you could do. You might want to send a group hug to your grandma, or you might want to draw her a picture. You could even write her a message on the street with chalk and take a picture of it. There are all kinds of creative things you can do. So have fun, and happy birthday, my son. Bye.